Hi guys, it's Andrew at FloryPB, and we're going to do the video manual for the die NT board. NTs, NT11s, DM11s, 12s, 13s, all use this. If you have the toolless grips, the slide-on grips, it uses this. I am trying to think of a good way to do this manual because I have to show you the board. But first, let's just go through the process of setting the settings when you are in unlocked mode, when you're not in tournament mode. You would hold the trigger down and press the on button. I think you can see both of them. Everything starts flashing. So now you're in your programming mode. We're going to start with green. Green is our dwell. The stock dwell is 18 on this. Next is red. This is our firing mode. It's set to 10 stock. Next is purple. Purple is our anti-mechanical bounce. It's set to 2 milliseconds. If you are pulling the trigger really slow, you're shooting in like an Iron Man style tournament where you have a very low rate of fire. If you're getting bounce when you're pulling the trigger really slow, you might want to up the anti-mechanical bounce. Next is teal. Teal is our ball and breach delay. So that's the amount of time the marker waits to launch the bolt after it detects the ball when you pull the trigger. Next is yellow. This is our firing modes. We have 4 firing modes. 1 is semi, 2 is automatic, 3 is NXL legal ramp, and 4 is a parabolic ramp. Next we have white. This is our incremental balls per second. So this goes from, if you want to go 10.3, you set this to 3 clicks. It's 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. And it's whatever your base fire mode is, plus whatever you set here to get your incremental. Finally, we have blue. Blue is our debounce, so it's set to 5 millisecond stock. If you want to bounce more, set it lower. If you're bouncing too much with your trigger, you can set it higher. If you want to change the setting, let's change our purple, which is anti-mechanical bounce. I want to make it 4. I hold the trigger, I let it go, and then it does this, and now it's set to 4. If I want to check a setting, I hold the trigger and I count. 4. Put it back to 2. If I want to check my firing mode, 1, 2, 3. I want to leave it in 3, so I'll do that. And I want to set my dwell to 7. It's set to 7 now. I can check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to put back to 5. That's how the programming works. So when you're in general firing mode, it'll be red. Green means the breech is free and clear. If you hold it, you'll force shot. If a ball goes in the breech, it turns blue. If it doesn't detect a gap of the ball, it's going to start flashing blue, which means your eyes are dirty, they're broken. It's still going to shoot fine. It's just telling you there's a problem. When the ball finally leaves or when the breech clears, it will go back to green and blue. If you go straight eyes off, it will be flashing green. Let me see. I'm the best at taking these grips off. Oh my. Okay. So, all the way up at the top, it's a very tight board. There's not a lot of room for stuff. But at the top is our dip switches. So, you see them right up here. 1 is at the bottom, 4 is at the top, and you have 2 and 3 in the middle. Can I get a better angle at that? So, dip switch 1 is our... Sorry. Dip switch 1 is our anti-bolt stick. Wow, I'm losing myself here, guys. Sorry, I'm a little sick, and I'm just trying to get through this. Dip switch 1 is our anti-bolt stick. Up is on, or on turns it on. If you want to turn it off, you press it down. Dip switch 2 is for eyes on or off to start. Up means that they are going to be on to start. If for some reason you're not running eyes and you just don't want them on, you can turn it off. Dip switch 3 is a rate of fire control. Just leave it on. And dip switch 4 is our tournament lock. So when it's up, it's in programming mode. When you flick it down, it goes into tournament lock mode. That does give you an extra feature where instead of going into programming mode, it's going to let you check your battery level. If you hold the trigger and turn the marker on, you count the lights. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 means that you have a full battery. 3 means you have a 3/4 full battery. 2 is half full. 1 is basically dead. And then it goes back into general firing mode as far as that goes. So we're going to flip that back. You can do this with it on or off, doesn't really matter. And that is the FloryPB board manual for the die NT and all of the die frames that use the toolless grips. This is Andrew at FloryPB. Thank you for that.